starting combat.
The bridge breaks. Oh, Act 10! Run!
That's it for me. I'm back
Fuck.
in the fight.
Weak ass bitch. Oh yeah, I kind of just zoomed through this place. Then
I hope you can only do that with brambles.
oh, I'm the one doing it.
Oh, Act 10!
I let you have that one.
Run! Seek! Run! Seek! Run!
Give me a target.
He sucks over.
Aim where? Hey! Over here!
Run!
Quiet as the depths.
Oh, Act 10! Run!
Nice shot!
Run! Seek! Earth and rock!
Let's see what you got. Everyone okay?
Maybe. Ooh. Not as good as the one I have. And these ropes kind of look like ass. Not gonna lie. I might want to switch out the spear with this. Exceptional bow. Oh. Who is? Kubel is a place.
You take lead.
Check the right.
I believe I'm poisoned. Oh, that's my teammate. God damn it.
This one's mine.
Seek!
My FPS in this area is not very good.
Another down.
Seek! Act 10!
I think someone's fighting above us. Perhaps we can help them.
We've got company.
One for you.
Seek!
Earth and rock.
Oh well. Or are they fighting each other? Did not mean to do that.
Dream. Only a dream with us. Ori in the brush! Invaders in the garden!
Seek! Proact 10!
Good one!
Look out!
What? It's not what I aimed. Oh, is the Inquisitor gonna be waiting for me? I have a feeling she might be the hardest fight to come.
You are out of your depth here in
Oh.
Inquisitor. Leave before you worsen the situation. Ruins are overgrown with corruption. We should burn it out before it spreads. You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here.
The Circle of Archmagi has overstepped their authority. Again.
I don't know how to explain this any better. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steel.
Ludwine. Guess you got tired of tormenting Heelguard.
This is gonna be fun.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for, because those ruins are about to be a distant memory.
Technically every rune is a distant memory.
How clever of you. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal.
I need more resolve. Maybe I can get a resolve. Resolve. One resolve.
Envoy? This is a spring from which the...
No.
The same point. Stand by my side.
You're not getting it in 100 miles, oh my god.
We'll see about that. I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring?
Oh. In all fairness, I'm only Sapadal's offspring in a spiritual sense.
Yes, but even a humble acorn can sprout a tree. There are 2 plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one and...
Ashes Nothing of the Akito will...
We may not burn out the dream scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Pretty much.
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the Living Lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed.
Oh, she's the mage.
Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
Fate of these ruins is not yours to decide.
No, it's ours to decide. And without you, Sapadal can do nothing to stop us.
That's all well and good. I wish I cared. Kill Sapadal if you must, but do it some other way. You'll leave Naku Kubel alone.
Those ruins are crawling with dream thralls. Why are we arguing about a pile of rocks when Thirdborn's in danger?
Stomp your feet as much as you like. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
You forget your place, Archmage. No matter. I am happy to remind you.
And I will end you, Inquisitor. I will seal your unlife in ice for an eternity. Do not for a moment think that you possess any power here. You, and more importantly, your people, will regret all of it.
When Grim has crafted the most fearsome spells in the canon, Ludwig. In the canon? What? The canon of the story?
I think you give her too much credit. But the lives of my soldiers are on the line. So be it.
I'm afraid only one of us is lovingly remembered by history. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
I have no strength. Nice to see Ludwig put in her place.
I enjoy reminding bullies how toothless they really are. Anyway, I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the Living Lands. It will isolate
Can't
the
I just kill
dream-scourged
Ludwig?
essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins.
What's the catch? I have to kill everything?
I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one.
It's bigger than that.
Severing
It's
the Adra
large.
will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Quilici? And the other Furians? And Quilici?
A gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no...
Remind me of a certain parable about a statue.
I'm so very glad you recall.
Is your plan to rip the souls out of people's bodies through power of spiritual amputation?
Yes, exactly. Very concisely put.
What do you mean by a few deaths?
A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios.
What? This is your solution?
Can we take some of
There is no
Ludwig's
control
soldiers?
over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Reingrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue, no matter how much we might want to.
You can't be entertaining this. Not after what we've seen. The frozen corpses, the twisted riddles. The Dream Scourge is a tragedy, but she's a monster. You can't leave Thirdborn at her mercy.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
Necrotic limbs are real people.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more.
Assuming we don't find another way of ending the Dream Scourge in the meantime.
If such an alternative existed, I'd have suggested it already. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you.
Neither do you.
Envoy, I want to show you something.
Your cock? Oh god. It's gonna be hideous. Figured as much.
I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so.
Both these people are evil.
Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice.
Gods, what are you?
An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you.
Abdallah is the steward of this land. They have its best interest at heart.
Huh. Look at the consequences of their stewardship. Plague, calamity, death. The Living Lands deserves better. Envoy, we have an obligation to scour Sapadal from the Living Lands before they destroy us. Starting with these ruins. Whatever you do, make sure the decision is yours, not theirs. Sapadal will poison your judgment if you let them. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
Sapadal revived me.
It's quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
This isn't about Sapadal. This is about every man, woman, and child in Shatterscarp.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good?
Bruh. Everyone needs help in fighting all these and destroy the ruins. Neither of your solutions is acceptable to me. Is this really best you can do?
Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
I hate that I'm like leaning towards Ludwig's option.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Ludwig's right. I hate what the Dream Scourge has done to Thirdborn, but letting that Archmage snuff out even more lives is worse. Destroy the ruins, Envoy. Whatever comes next, at least it's something people can fight or flee.
Sometimes Kai make the best decisions, even though I value his opinion the most. Yatsla so short. Barely bugging out. I gotta look at what is the good option. 'Cause I can't imagine Ludwig being correct here. My gut is screaming that I should pick her option. Picking between Ludwig or Ringram and Avowed's Shadow, the past quest leaves you with no good options. People suffer no matter what you do. Your companions hold a bit of a grudge and one outcome. It's by offering little help guide you towards a decent choice. Okay, so if I side with Ludwig here, I can still oppose him later on. That's good to know. I'm gonna side with Ludwin.
What? No!
I will honor your decision, even if I think you're a disappointment.
Your patron deity might object, but the living will thank us for it.
Burn, destroy, we twine.
Is he doing this with ballistas? How did it explode? He's shooting it with just bolts.
Bring it down.
The Dream Thralls are no match for our might.
These ruins were hideous anyway.
You have destroyed a place of great power. A part of your heritage, no less. Now that I know a new god was the reason for those anomalies in Naku Kobel, there's nothing left for me in the living lands.
I couldn't kill so many people.
Your decision may yet still kill thousands. We don't know the kind of casualties that will follow. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
Young.
For...
She's old.
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can dispel my illusions so easily. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone.
She might follow her.
Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice.
Since I've made this
the rest
decision,
of the circle do not often visit.
she might abandon me.
Which is good, because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping. And rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be...
I'm not gonna...
amazing!
Scourge her.
But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
I would have done anything for an offer like that.
In a different life, I might have asked you to come with us, envoy. And... don't worry. My work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Those old ruins have a purpose. Absolute destruction.
Congratulations, envoy. You listened to your reason instead of your patron. It takes an ironclad will to defy one's god.
Can you put your mask back on? I did it for Shatterscott, not for you.
Even better. Unlike Sapadal, I have no use for blind loyalty. Destroying the ruins brought us valuable time, but the threat of the Dream Scourge remains. You and I are willing to do what it takes to restore order.
Fuck you.
Fieldguard lacks the spine to do what's right. But we won't let that stop us, will we? For now, this is where we part ways. The Steel Garrote and I follow a different path. No doubt it will cross yours eventually. Their existence threatens ours. If you find your god before I do, kill them.
No ambiguity there.
One more thing, envoy. I know what happened to Captain Alfear.
Who's that? Oh, he's the person I killed. Or she.
You fought valiantly, and she fell in disgrace. But now you have a debt to the Steel Garrote. And one day, I will collect it.
You might not
If we
want to.
can't kill her, I like knowing that we at least made her day worse.
Finally, those old ruins have a purpose. Absolute destruction.
Bring it down.
The dream thralls are no match for our might.
These ruins were hideous anyway.
Let the Steel Garrote show you how it's done. Destroy it all.
Oh. Alia jacta est. What is done is done. Oh yeah, I gotta find all the totems, because that was super useful. I think I'm just gonna look it up. I don't feel like fucking turning every leaf. Counting every...
Hear about Nagunu. They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
Wait, the lighthouse? Where's the lighthouse?
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrion spies?
Did he ever tell you how they almost made him a citizen once?
You're thinking he knew too much.
They've got little birdies everywhere.
Wait. Where's the lighthouse?
May your journey be a safe one.
It's not this, is it?
I'm telling you, I've made a killing ever since these dream thrall things showed up.
Really? I can barely keep afloat. With Paradise under lockdown and Fior, well, it's Fior.
So lower your wages and raise your prices. Food is scarce these days. People will take just about anything to get it on their plate.
You're
Won't that come back to bite us?
you're so fucked up.
Only if we stick around. I'm not...
Oh hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Get discounts on qualifying items.
And then, in the dead of night, 1,000 Zorif descended upon the camp.
Oh, this guy.
I was able to kill 20, no, 30 of them on my own before I was finally cut down. And when I awoke, the Zorifs had killed everyone. As injured as I was, they had left me for dead, along with my friends. Oh, it's you.
Hey, tell some bullshit story.
I'm kind of busy right now, but you know, good to chat.
Yeah, don't listen to anything this guy says. He's full of shit. He ran away.
Ah, the godlike hero. You're back.
Oh, they actually restock.
And so, that's how the mad archmage Tane found himself in the Living Lands.
but no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to if he really is here?
Who can say what Archmagi do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reengrim? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands.
Give us another!
Would you care to share a tale with us, Envoy?
Sure.
Please, godlike, tell us of your travels. Thank you again, godlike. I'll have to practice your story so I can add it to my collection. There are so many wonderful tales here in the Living Lands.
Privately?
Of course. You look like you've been through death and back.
It's kind of...
You know what the cap says about complaining. If misery's what you put out, misery's all you get.
Is she talking to someone who's like on across the map? She's not going to be happy with me.
The ruins? What happened? I heard them fall to rubble. It comes, it sings, it dreams of war and blood and smoke. And did you have a hand, Envoy?
No. Yes, we took down the ruins to kill most, if not all, the Dream Thralls.
You and your Inquisitor destroyed hundreds of years of history and time, and silver lights flashing bright. Ruins break into bones, they do. They make a necklace, a collar of time. We choke and die.
You're afflicted with the Dream Scourge, Dimitri.
I'm sorry, I think I need a moment. Smoke and rhyme, we are losing time.
Oh no.
I think she's already slipping away from us. We've got to stop this plague, Envoy.
Permission broken. Permission needed. Permission like roots choking, strangling. Yes, go, go!
A butterfly emerges.
I unfortunately think I made the right choice. I mean, there were no...
Be sure to check out our new bereavement sale. Welcome back.
there were no right choices, but... Right. In my alignment, at least. Okay. We should go to Emerald Stair and find all the totems. So I'm guessing is that Idol of Secret Hatred, cover plots. Effigy necklace. Oops. We should be straight up north from here. Oh, that's so good. Um, I mean, if I pick up this, I can equip a different grimoire. It costs so much essence. Don't really know where I am, but I know I'm going up there.
I always wonder if the Godless made their towers look like that on purpose, or if the similarity to certain bits of anatomy was a happy accident.
Certain bits of anatomy. She's saying it's phallic. Mother, if you find this, do not weep for me. I know what they did to you. You know what must be done. I regret nothing. Whatever it costs me, I'm prepared. If the quiet slave hears me, none of them will ever hurt you again.
Oh, a broken artifact. My favorite. Maybe we can find the other pieces.
You're... Covert plots. I think I have that one now. Yeah. Sacrificial dagger. I do not have. Should be here.
I'm sorry, but before anything else, I need a word with you. Of course, I understand the impulse of wanting to save those in Thirdborn.
You understand the impulse? Where's this going?
But think of all that we lost because of you and that monster.
I wasn't willing to sacrifice half of Thirdborn.
Again, I understand the impulse, Envoy, but you must think of future generations.
Did you really just say think of the children to justify killing?
There won't be any future generations.
Even Ludwig wouldn't go that far.
Ludwig is a fool. Her brain has rotted away with the rest of her. We have no reason to believe that the Dream Scourge has been stopped, by the way. It certainly hasn't stopped Dream Scourge from appearing everywhere else in the Living Lands.
Then maybe we turn a few more of these ruins into heaps of rubble. I can't see anything good that's come out of them.
Maybe stop talking while you're ahead.
Years of lost history found, just in time to be erased by two Adiran fools.
The Archmage of Terror. I'm not going to apologize for putting lives over some ruins.
I suppose I thought you were smarter than this. How disappointing.
I mean, you can fuck off if you
knows
want.
more about the Dream Scourge than the dead woman burning down homes.
I hate to say it, Yatsley, but we're not changing anyone's mind today. Let's talk later. Just the two of us.
Fine.
Yeah, that's great. Let's
You're right.
divide the group and
It's
talk
done.
behind each other's backs.
Let's just focus on getting to the garden.
Do you want to talk?
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. You destroyed
Didn't
something
we just-
that was... I'm trying to remain calm. I have to remember that you had a reason for what you did. Nothing infuriates me more than to do what Ludwig wants, but I'm not unhappy with what you did. Those ruins were
seem like
truly priceless. They had real Echidans in there. Think of how far my research would have shot forward. But we would have had to sacrifice so many for it. And I can't say that's a fair trade. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though...
I wasn't gonna upset the scary skeleton lady. I think I did pretty well considering we're about to be attacked by a swarm of dream thongs.
Of course. Because a common reaction to being set upon by dream thralls is to placate another monster.
The Envoy has history with these people. A change of heart doesn't happen overnight.
All right.
I mean, none of those three options is what I want to say.
I understand. I'm sorry, Envoy. This is my life's work. And that skeletal maniac attacked my home. I'm just a little more raw than I thought.
I literally defied my god. You think I did this just whimsically? I'm sorry you're upset. No, I'm sorry I upset you is the correct phrase. We all been through a lot. This is true.
It's all right. I think you've earned a bit of trust from me. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Echidans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. Perhaps you'll pick a better specialty next time. Most historians have only hoped to speak with past lives through animancy. I'll blow them all away with my next paper. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier?
Only to feel like I know where I belong.
Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike with no god. I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her?
I could have taken her.
She even offered to make me her apprentice.
An honor just to meet her. Nah. Aren't you already a trained wizard?
You can always improve, especially when your teacher is an expert. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Handra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord.
Why not take
and what
him
about my
with
study
you?
of the godless? I've spent my whole life with them.
Who else will tell the story of the Akita if not you?
Oh, you even learned their proper name.
What?
I can't believe you listened.
I've known this for a
Cry
while.
at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do?
Or to pass up an opportunity like that one.
I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her?
Yasli, you could do all that on your own.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel predate civilization as we know it. We had so much to learn from them. But the Steel Garrote care nothing for the past. Only the future, as long as it's under their thumb. I'm not saying it was an easy decision, or that you should have acted differently. The fact remains that we played into our enemy's hands, and what did we get in return? We delayed the inevitable. Better than nothing, I suppose.
We should have chosen differently. I don't know. That's so tough. My main gripe is siding with Ludwig.
I'm holding you to that. Maybe there's no right answer to any of this. Maybe all we can do is keep going, leaving chaos in our wake. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone, even for a moment.
I wish my
Give us
companions
time
would
to
leave me
focus on our
alone.
mission,
Even
ourselves.
for a moment. Can I just continue this game alone? It's without companions.
As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question?
7 inches.
Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual?
She declared war on my god, which puts me in an awkward position.
Indeed, it does. It's just... When you agreed to destroy the ruins, Ludwig was surprised, as though she didn't believe you would do the right thing. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You too.
Never thought I'd be going back to Galawain's tusks.
Relax. We won't embarrass you too much.
Let me guess. You burned some bridges on your way out, and now we have to cross them.
Think whatever you want. I just don't...
Take your time, dearie. You can tell me everything later over tea.
Right. Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Though you were the one who brought it up.
Kai's still wearing socks from last week. Let's discuss.
At least I've washed them.
You got your deer, bucko. Oh, I can go solo. Oh no, I can't. Doesn't allow me to confirm. What if I just exit? Nope. Oh well.
How could they? Beloved that you are,
I gotta pee.
and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru Sanakis, and they prick us in return.
What's the Tabaru Sanakis? That's me, right? The armed innocents, of course, are furious.
Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings.
You can't take any fucking responsibility for anything, can you? Now we're getting dialogue options.
We tended, comforted the living, and buried the dead. yet still the branches swipe. We mourn, we could not be to blame.
Bruh.
They should have shared our love. Their spite, this we could. But you are here, a green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand.
As long as our goals are pointed the same way.
Freedom from the garden, a lamp to light our way. Sleep now.
I've declined her powers at every turn. What happens if I sleep again? I wonder. Okay. Fucking scream. It's like he's not prepared for the jump. Oh, this just gets me so hard. I mean, doesn't get me hard, but you know what I mean. Okay, somewhere here. How did I miss this last time? Oh. Quiet slave has judged these lands and found them barren. We will not farm that which has no life. The harvest will fail with or without us. Death finds you. Remember that you did not heed the warnings of Skane.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Alright, so if I actually go to... I don't remember which merchant it was. Farmer's market. So will this tell me what I'm missing?
The harvest will bring more business.
I've literally not explored this area at all. I'm gonna assume that's where that is. Obsidian. Nope. Can Glade. Oh, so so close to finding it, and then I EP'd away.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about her.
You've returned. There is no need.
Thought maybe Yatslu have some conversation. Guess not.
Yeah. You.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Oh, that's a beacon.
Andra's titties, feel the power.
What have you found?
They call themselves the Akita. They worship this strange child.
Woodica will be displeased to hear it.
Woodica is never pleased.
I presume Woodica will entreat me to cull these followers.
The simplest solution.
I will not. The wheel turns. I merely guide.
You fear you cannot.
Their souls drift on without the touch of my hand. I have no reach there. I must know why.
I agree. Though I will say this. The Queen may have her motives. Sometimes standing idly by is greater subterfuge than action.
I hope this does not force all our hands.
There. Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
+2 constitution, +2 dexterity. Second wind causes flurry of blows. Isn't that a monk ability? Increase your damage against unaware enemies. Increase your damage against skull enemies. Critical hits deal high poison. Accumulation. Oh, I can only pick one at a time, I see. This one gives me intellect.
Mother's tongue is the best treatment for snag itch, if you ask me.
I didn't ask, but I'm glad you know so much about what to do with your mother's tongue.
Oh dear, someone must have asked. And snag itch is perfectly natural, I'm sure, and nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, you may laugh, but you wait until you're overcome with snag itch and you're in dire need of mother's tongue.
Darling, trust me. I can handle any mother's tongue if needed.
Right. Well, I do carry it in my pack, but sure, get snag itch. See if I care.
I think there's been some confusion. Everyone is aware that mother's tongue is an herb, yes?
Of course, dearie. Marius is just too much fun to tease.
Besides, who names a plant something like that?
Shatterscarp. This is the most I've explored an area, and it still feels like I've missed huge chunks. Okay. Revelation. Oh, nice. This one just points them out on the map. I got the core. Ruby Eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Matter of course. Well, we've already been here now. Or maybe it's just similar to a different place. I guess not. Wait, what? I've definitely been here. I have to get up top, I'm guessing. Hopefully I can get back up. How does one climb this place? Bruh. Excuse me. I'm surprised they let you land down there. Uh-huh. Sneaky.
Yeah.
Did you see the 100 Visions too? Were you also called by He who sees and isn't seen?
What are you talking about?
I am speaking of Wal, the Obscured, god of illusions and revelations, futures and faults. They often talk in riddles, and those of us who are faithful to them spend a lot of time. Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with A shrine, one of a great many. Each god has several of their own. I had a dream a few weeks ago. Some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried. It's a wonder any of us are still sane, really, between our gods.
You're not turning into a dream thrall, are you?
You know, you're not the first person who has asked me that. Wal protects me. I'll share their power if you humor my request.
Alright.
Oh, that's perfect. Here comes my request. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice.
Yes.
Truly. I suppose as long as your purpose is normally I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but you'll be fine. Just try not to think too much of your place in the world.
Sure. Amethyst and emerald. Right here. Oh, we already passed it. Might be below me. Might be up top this thing. Oh fuck. Definitely not up here. Oh, come on. Thought the water was a bit deeper. No. Okay.
He's so.
The petals look so happy. Maybe they'll make him happy too. Hello. Are you here to grieve someone too? Have you? Oh, I can't imagine that. It must be a terrible thing to lose so many people your heart hides from itself. There are so many flowers here. I'm sorry I never learned their names. My brother thought of them as friends, you know? He loved them dear. He was. I wish I were as forgiving as him. He died last month. The Dream Thralls killed him. Killed 3 of his comrades. He absolutely hated fighting. All he wanted to do was be a gardener.
Ironic.
If the plague ever ends, I'll grow a garden around his grave. Right now, all I have is this bouquet. I'd bring it to him, but... it's not safe. There are things near his grave. I can't fight them. But you look like you could. Will you go, chase them out? And maybe tell him I'll grow him.
There's a cairn across the lake bed. I bet that's where we have to go.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Fiddling.
So many blooms. Maybe he'll bloom with them. Oh, I hope his buds are blue.
Where does she want me to do this?
Trespassers! Who goes there? Right here in the eyes!
Take your best shot.
Look out!
Oh. There you go.
You've made this place safe again.
She got here so
Thank
fast.
you. I'll stay for a while. Maybe I'll plant some seeds. Who knows? I hope the flowers bring him cheer, though. It must be so lonely there in the dark.
Those creatures came for a reason. They'll be back. It's not safe for you here.
I won't stay too long, I promise. I just wanted to spend some time with him now. He's dead, and all I can do...
Fair winds and following tides. Whoever you were.
The Emerald Eye. Huh. Guess I never went through this place.
Someone's eager to meet us.
One for you!
On your left, dear.
Oh!
On seek! Isokso! Earth and rock!
Another down. Yatsley, remind me not to make you mad.
Yeah.
One day a bit too far.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling.
Okay.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries.
Think of it. You'll be the first person in centuries to guide an expedition to the garden.
That'll be cold comfort when everyone thinks I'm crazy for saying I've been there. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows?
It's worth it to me.
And that's all that matters, I guess. Anyway. You too. Listen, that back there, in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. Maybe you're the chosen one now. Some kind of prophecy? You don't look that different to me. It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
We all chilling.
So, animancy, huh?
Careful with that thing. We're not even...
It cannot be a god. This is preposterous.
Yes. But have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Motives.
Intent. Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, plinking how it will.
Neophyte.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even a child at play steps on ants in the garden.
A person who is new to a
Just
subject
this
or
once,
activity.
I wish you would make sense.
It may not reach beyond its own soil.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Parry before the lunge, then?
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. Thou will not brook another Wodika, from outside or within.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
To intellect, to perception. What's this? I think this is better.
Yatsni.
There's one more.
I have a theory.
Oh, do tell.
I believe our souls have awareness independent of conscious thought. Dreams, instincts, reflexes, appetites. These are all facets of our ethereal self. A subconscious, if you will.
Fascinating. Do you have any idea what this subconscious wants?
If I had to guess, my soul has no love of confinement. It wants to escape, to be free.
I assume my soul wants pampering and finer accommodations. But not better company, at least.
My soul just wants to be left alone in silence for once.
For me, it's pie. Pie all the way down.
I feel as if we're scratching the surface of an entirely new field of animants.
Kai the Pie Man.
If only I had the time to pursue it.
Pie Man, pie. Wasn't there someone who sold high-level spells? I mean, to be fair, next area is gonna have even better spell books. Might want to save my money because it's gonna cost like 54,000. It scales accordingly. Now I only have 100,000. Oi.
Temerity sent word. Said you were good to go. But she didn't sound right, Envoy.
To the water in the dark, to the roots.
High's affected
away
as well.
Into the nothing.
Things are still strange. I'd watch my step if I were you.
You should kill your colleague here. You have some Elden Ring to catch up on.
Watch your back out here, traveler.
Considering on hopping onto it after just entering this place. I beat the fire giant, Commander Nile. Onto the consecrated snow ground. How were the boss fights? Fire giant has a lot of health. Commander Nile was a pain in the ass.
While that parting is probably the closest Ludwig gets to friendly, I'm not looking forward to our paths crossing again.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much.
Oh, you
for
got the sword I was
Inquisitor.
looking for.
She's stubborn, like a rat. And we gave her everything she wanted.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Fire Giant took me 4 tries because I died to second phase. First time not knowing how it worked. Yeah, he's pretty goofy. He also, but you can also use a horse in that fight, I think. But like, he just has so much AoE. Especially with that shield. With that plate. She's out of control and must be stopped.
That might be easier said than done.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I can deal with her.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand.
I still have to kill
no
Moog.
guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden. Above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Oh, now you're listening to me, all of us Sack-a-sup sudden. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Page-Raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Day Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. I don't know, Nimdut. I do know whatever I come up with is better than do whatever the voice in my head tells me to do. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed Day planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
He's leaving.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Oh, maybe the fact that he never talks about why he got kicked out of his own homeland. If he comes at me like that, I'll have to put him down. I gotta talk to him.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I only care about Kai. Everyone else is just this background character.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying.
It's on you. Breathe. You're safe here.
Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Kite, when he falls asleep, put him out of his misery. Alright, seems like a good time to pause here. This, I think, will be the final chapter. Maybe. This, we started here, I think. And here, then here. No, here. Wait, is there more? Because Galloway's tusk must be up here. Then you have an area over here. I don't know. And maybe just aesthetic. 90k away from 1,000,000 channel points. Where should 1,000,000 be? Play League of Legends for like a full year. That would be so rough.